Ever since the day that you went away, you went away.
Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Andra. I make commentary videos about pop culture and media, and this is a new series that I've been making. First part was about Selena, but now we're going to the Biebers just because of the drama throwback. It is about how celebs have been reacting to the ongoing occupation and genocide in Gaza and Palestine, and why I think that there's a bunch of performative shit going on. Now, we might have some good examples here as well, some gems of people who have been actually outspoken advocates for Palestinians, and obviously I will continue to spotlight anti-Semitism as well. I've made videos about Kanye, Jeffree Star. I do care about that. Just because I don't support the state of Israel, it doesn't mean that I have a problem against Jewish people. I do not. And yeah, that would be a parallel conversation. I think now is not the time. I'm not saying it's not important, but it's not the time to spotlight that in contrary to what's happening in Palestine, which is more urgent and more pressing, and people are dying from that, versus Jeffree Star talking about Illuminati. And obviously there are anti-Semitic hate crimes, which are horrible, and those deserve to be spotlighted and talked about, but I just don't think that it has relevancy to this series that I'm doing. But I do talk about that kind of stuff. Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, racism, blah blah blah, all this kind of discrimination forms. I talk about them on my Instagram, so if you want to see more about that, you follow, and you can turn notifications on my stories because I post a lot of political stories over there. Okay, so this video is about Justin Bieber. So he's been kind of weird because everybody was memeing him at some point because he posted this picture saying pray for Israel, but it was a picture of Gaza. So everybody has been memeing this. Unashamedly, I've been part of that. When people pointed it out to him, the only thing he did, instead of saying, you know, I feel so bad for Palestinians, I didn't know what's going on, was to delete and post another similar picture where there was a green background instead, and it was saying the same text, praying for Israel. He just, yeah, he didn't feel the need to correct himself. He just posted the same thing. And I think it is funny because when the war in Ukraine started, he posted the exact same thing saying pray for Ukraine. So at least he is consistent in his like bare minimum mediocre posting. And he's not the only one who did this. Jamie Lee Curtis actually did the same thing where she shared some kids who are Palestinians and she said they were Israeli. So yeah, these celebs are proving who's very uneducated. Justin Bieber and Jamie Lee Curtis sharing pics of Israeli destruction to hundreds of millions of people, only to learn they were actually images of Palestine, and then just deleting them without comment. I can't stop thinking about it, very worried about the state of media right now. Yeah, and it should be, because stupidity is becoming a contest. So actually this guy is quite a great, he's just Instagram influencer. He's Jewish and part of the LGBTQ plus community, and made a post about this, which I think summarizes quite a lot of what's going on in celeb culture right now. On Wednesday, Justin Bieber shared the graphic to his 293 million followers, which read praying for Israel. The destroyed building in the background is in Gaza. After realizing his error, Bieber reposted praying for Israel with a blank background. Jamie Lee Curtis shared a photo to her 5.5 million followers, of who she thought were Israeli children, captioning it, "Terror from the skies." The image's photographer, Samar Abu Elouf, confirmed the children were Palestinian. Curtis deleted the photo without comment. There is unspeakable pain in the world right now, and wanting to process that pain collectively online is understandable. Unfortunately, we are all consuming this crisis through a media apparatus that is deeply and dangerously unprepared for this moment. If you choose to post, please do what you can to make sure what you're sharing is true. So I think the only thing I would say about this, I don't think the media apparatus is unprepared. I think they know what they're doing and they're lying on purpose. So that's the only thing I would correct from this post, but otherwise, flawless post. He also said this, truly hurting for both my Israeli and Palestinian friends. I'm pretty sure we all instinctively know evil when we see it. To villainize all Palestinians or all Israeli people to me seems wrong. I'm not interested in choosing sides, but I'm interested in standing with the families who have brutally taken from us. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little exercise. I'm truly hurting for both my German and Jewish friends. I'm pretty sure we all instinctively know evil when we see it. To villainize all Jews or all German people to me seems wrong. I'm not interested in choosing sides, but I'm interested in standing with the families who have been brutally taken from us. Okay, I'm gonna do another one for you guys. Truly hurting for both my British and Indian friends. I'm pretty sure we all instinctively know evil when we see it. To villainize all Brits or all Indian people to me seems wrong. I'm not interested in choosing sides, but I'm interested in standing with the families who have been brutally taken from us. Okay, one last one. Truly hurting for both my Algerian and French friends. I'm pretty sure we all instinctively know evil when we see it. To villainize all Algerians or all French people to me seems wrong. I'm not interested in choosing sides, but I am interested in standing with the families who have been brutally taken from us. Now, do you see how ridiculous this fucking sounds when I use examples of real history of oppression versus, having the oppressor versus the oppressed? It sounds fucking clownish. And, we do all feel bad for families, for children, for humanity. Of course we feel bad for people who maybe don't want this whole situation to happen, but they just happen to be born in Israel. Of course. But you saying this is redundant because you can choose a side, but also still not want the other side to be genocided. You know what I mean? Like, I am 100% unequivocally on the side of Palestinians, but I don't want all Israelis, or even worse, what people say, all Jews to die. Of course not. The way celebrities pose this whole situation is very spineless if you look at it. It's always like all life mattering. That's how it is. It's like, it's the same as like if somebody was saying BLM before, you say, also white lives don't matter? Oh, Palestinians matter, but Israelis don't? No, bitch, it's not what it's about. I don't understand what these people are praying for. The total destruction of Gaza, a genocide of over 2 million refugees, that's what praying for Israel means. There's not much else to it. Israel has the army, has the control, has the backing of the West, so what the fuck are they praying for? Justin Bieber posting a picture of Gaza and saying pray for Israel is the perfect example to show you the amount of uneducated people and celebrities who have been fed a fabricated narrative by Western media. Performative activism without understanding. One thing I'm gonna say is I don't know what kind of Palestinian friends you have that don't hold you accountable. I'm pretty sure he means the Hadids. I don't think there are any like super famous Palestinians that he could be friends with other than the Hadids. And although, I'm not Palestinian, so I don't want to tell them what to do, but I have Palestinian friends who all think that the Hadids are spineless and they never take their activism far enough, and they're always trying to work within the confines of what is acceptable in Hollywood. So acceptability politics will never take us anywhere. They don't lead to liberation. If you look at every liberation movement in history, they've always been considered terrorists, violent, blah 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 at the time. Nelson Mandela was on the terrorist list. Black slave uprisings were considered dangerous and violent. The suffragette movement was considered violent. Stonewall was considered violent. All these kind of things. I'm not saying what Hamas did is the same, or I'm not comparing the situations. I'm just comparing the perception of people. When the oppressed stands up to fight for their freedom, they're always considered the one in the wrong. And I think the Hadids, they feed this narrative a little bit. And I think they shouldn't. They should realize that, the industry that they work in doesn't care about them. They have so much money, they could comfortably retire and just use the rest of their lives for activism and not modeling. But that would mean no more private jets, no more luxury villas, no more, like living a normal life. And they don't want to do that. And yeah, I will talk about them in more detail when their video comes. And I will also talk about Hailey next, because I think Hailey is a little bit better than Justin, but still questionable statement. The last thing I'm gonna say before I wrap up this video is this post quite good. Time to unfollow, defriend and quit all those who sided with the colonizer in any way, shape or form. That includes Kim K, Bieber, Biden, including anyone who says but Hamas. Resist by all means necessary, boycott. Take back your power from those who oppressed you. It's an energetic imbalance that drains you. Remove all parasitic entities colonizing your soul. Liberate yourselves if you truly want to support Gaza. They will feel your liberation energetically miles away. We are all connected. Blessed are those who repent. Amazing. And with that, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Let me know if you want any other celebs to be discussed. I have a few. When I mention a celeb in one video, best believe that I'm gonna make a separate video about them. So Amy Schumer was mentioned in the previous one, so that is probably coming, but it's gonna be a very frustrating watch. And then Jamie Lee Curtis will be a video, Justin will be a video, and the Hadids will be at some point probably a video. I think I might have to get somebody who's Palestinian from the people I know to be more on board with helping with that, because I don't want to speak over Palestinians. It's their own fight with the Hadids, and I don't want to overstep. So yeah, any other celeb that is not mentioned in these videos, feel free to suggest them down below. And subscribe to this channel for more similar stuff. This series is gonna be going on for a while, so if you don't care about Palestine, sorry, but there's a fucking genocide going on, so if you don't care, if I were you, I would just kinda do some soul searching, to be honest. I don't want to sound patronizing, it's not my intent, it's been so many years when I've seen people not care, and finally the tide is starting to turn and more people are caring, and I just want to make sure that the people who find my channel are also people who agree with me, because this is a red line. If you follow me and are in support of Israel, I don't think it's the best channel for you to be following, and it's not a source of income for me, so don't feel guilty about unfollowing is basically what I'm gonna say. But if you feel like the Palestinians' humanity deserves to be protected at all costs, then this is a place for you, so please subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.